Um, you know, um, yeah, I've been praying and thinking about Bob, and I'm so happy what the school did today. Um, he'd always be the first question. Um, and I didn't get to be with him where if he were here, he and I would be great friends. And you could say, well, media, I've got great friends in the media. I got other people that I avoid. I just do. I mean, whether it's agenda or nasty, I just avoid them. But guys like him and the media out there that know me and that know what I'm saying, know, got some great friends, and he would have been the rest of our lives. We would have been talking to each other. Um, how about we give him that first question? We'll give him a moment of silence. May rest in peace. Okay, questions.
Last two games, second halves, offense and defense have probably been the best two halves of the season. Is this the second half team right now, or do you see it coming together both halves soon?
Well, here's what I would tell you. I got to figure out why Nelly is getting so tired in 4 minutes, the first 4 minutes. What it tells me is a little anxiety. So we got to deal with that. Um, it's hard for us to win if Boogie doesn't play well. Now, he played for 20 minutes, he didn't. And then he started playing. Um, he has the freedom within how we're playing to go do what he does. Here's what I think of him: triple double, points, rebounds. You see him go get rebounds, takes them from centers and assists. That's what I see him as. You know what? To be that guy, whoa, do you got to go hard the entire time you're in there. You can't take plays off. You can't jog. You're not. You're low. You're chasing down rebounds. You're making easy. That's how I see him. But the last game, a dude didn't play well, and we won anyway. We don't have enough guys to have guys not play well and we still win. But Nelly, second half played. I mean, you're starting to see him. He's going to just keep coming into his own. He's physical. Proud of him. Proud of DJ. DJ did good stuff today. DJ doesn't care how he's playing. He plays to win. Nelly's kind of the same way. Jonas was good today. How about how TB finished the game? Diving on the floor. You've seen that many times. No. He's diving all over, blocking, rebounding, defending. He's capable of doing that. And again, I think he's got more offense than he has shown us to.
You mentioned the dude playing well, obviously 26 on 8 of 10, but I thought just to start the second half, it really seemed like he was kind of taking over. Was that an emphasis point for you guys going into the second half? Just what was that?
Where have we struggled defensively? Guarding what? 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 Yeah, this. The three. If you're watching us, we're giving up 35 attempts. We've been working on tough twos. We gave up two where we went like that and the guy shot it. Well, then you didn't do your job. You take away that three. If he drives us, what do we have in the back line that's pretty good? Shot blockers. They can't help us on a three, but they can on a drive, a do. TB, Z, Jonas. They can if you take away that three, which means it doesn't mean you turn your back to a driver. It means that I'm here, but my mind is out there. And we've been working on it for a couple days, and we're going to continue. So we're better at that. The other one is pick and roll defense. We got to get better. We're bringing the bigs up a little higher. But when you do that, the wings got to tag. They can't be out. So they got 2 or 3 dunks, didn't they? Down the middle because the guys on the wings didn't go in. You know why? They were worried about their man shooting a three. You can't be that. You got to help here and still take that three away. Well, I have to do both? Yes, if you want to play. You got to do both. So we got a lot of work to do, but I'm telling you, guard the three better, guard pick and roll. Let's get a healthy team. Again, Z got hurt. I mean, it's like crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Hard to scrimmage when you have 7 guys, 8 guys. It's just hard. But for some reason, I don't think anybody's feeling bad for us.
The first half, I think you guys only committed maybe 1 foul, but you also only forced 2 turnovers. You feel like maybe there was a little lack of physicality defensively in that first half?
No, what they do, they only had 7 in the second half. But what they do, I've coached this way with some teams. We're not going to throw a whole lot of passes. When you get it, break the guy down and try to score. When you're not turning that over. You just when you play that way, now it's hard to get assists when you play that way. How many assists did they have? 7. It's hard to get assists when you're playing that way, but it's hard to also turn it over. I coached against John Chaney. John Chaney, their team would end with 3 or 4 turnovers because they'd hold it and one guy would go and they'd shot clock and late, and they just didn't turn it over. And they didn't make a whole lot of passes. They made 1 or 2, and that guy did it. So how you play sometimes dictates that. We could have had a couple more steals, but they were sprayed all the way 25, 30 feet out. And some of that, you got to give it to them.
What did UTSA do defensively that slowed you down there in the first half?
Well, again, we had a press attack that wasn't effective. So I changed it in the second half. If you watched, we were screening the press, which I like to do, and it wasn't working. So then we changed it, and then we started playing a little faster. And then the other thing is the zone, I couldn't get them to move again. Now, the second half, they started moving. And now, all of a sudden, for the game, we shoot 52%. They take away threes, but we still shot 33%. I have no idea.
Shooting in the second half, 66.7%. But you guys continue to attack the basket. It just seemed to be working a lot better.
How about this? We missed 2 free throws and a 2-footer to end the half, or it's a 4-point game. And that's, you deal with it as a coach. What, am I mad? No. I'm telling you all again what I said last night. I am happy. I'm happy to be coaching here. I'm happy to be coaching this team. I have on my wall, what did we put on my wall? Coach your team. That's what's up there. Coach your team. I'm not bitter toward anything. I'm not. Listen, this is the first page of the first chapter of a new book. The timing for me and my career and my life, this was perfect. And I appreciate all the fans and everybody giving me this opportunity to do it. But I'm happy. You know what I did after the game? Because my son gave me 2 really good suggestions. I kissed my son. I can do that because he's here with me. So I got work to do, but I'm telling them, if we do these things and do them consistently, we'll be one of those teams. This league, whoa. Like you're looking for a win. My problem is I think they're looking at us for a win. But there's like, where do you get them? I mean, every team's like 9-1, 9-0, 8-1, and beating this team, going on the road, 14-2 versus the ACC. And we were one of those 14. We led most of the 147 to end the game. I mean, this stuff is going to be rough, and I got to get this team right. More important than I get their attitudes right. You cannot worry how you're playing. Worry how we're playing. You can't let what you have done break down defensively. You can't do it. You can't do it. You got to just keep playing. Carter Knox was better today. We need Carter Knox. That ball that he freed up, it was still an 8-point game. He freed up the ball and the dude got it and it was an and 1. Doing that kind of stuff. Carter was better today.
You mentioned earlier John L. Davis playing a lot better in the second half. I believe he's shooting at over 50% from three over the last 4 games. Just what has been different about his approach, maybe, or just kind of what kind of element does he bring when he's shooting as well as he is?
I tell these guys as in mass, I respect all of them because of what they're going through. Do you know what's on these kids' shoulders? Like everybody. Like I got to do this because I got that. And if I don't, then every shot becomes a draft position. How are they shooting now? Can't make any shots. You got to just play and feel comfortable with the fate. Whatever it is, deal with it. And if it's bad, it's good for you. Like we needed guys to struggle. Boogie needed to struggle at Illinois to know it ain't going to work, man. And you know what? He comes back and he's getting better and better. Same thing with Carter. He struggled. Billy, last game, struggled. That's all good for these kids to learn. You know what I told their parents at Thanksgiving? Don't give them excuses. Don't alibi for them. Don't enable. I can't either. And if they go through this and have to deal with it, they're going to be better for it. But you can't give them 10 excuses. It's somebody else. The coach didn't run it. No. Yeah, playing like crap. You're better than this. Go play. And let all the young people deal with it, because at the end of the day, if we're doing our job, one, we better be truth tellers. I was a truth teller yesterday in practice. Ooh, my. I was that truth teller. But they also have to go through tough things and deal with it. The major battle this team has right now is with themselves. If I can get them out of that mode and into us, and we're looking better running stuff, but we're not there. I got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do. They just got to keep going. Can I go home? I'm going to get home by 3:45. Thank you.